It's Friday, so it's time for our Agile, Not So Agile episode of the Daily Stand Up Podcast. And it also happens to be Valentine's Day, so I thought we'd leave you with a cool story for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was always a special day for Elaine, not because of the chocolates or roses, but because it marked the day her son Ethan entered her life. She used to joke that he was the best Valentine's gift she could ever receive, and as the years passed, that sentiment only deepened. Ethan was born on a snowy February morning, his cries filling the small hospital room. From the moment Elaine held him, she felt a love unlike anything she'd ever known. A love that made her believe in miracles and made every Valentine's Day feel like a celebration of life itself. Now, 18 years later, Ethan stood in the kitchen, taller than Elaine, his face lit up with excitement. "Mom," he said, holding an envelope, "I've got something for you." Elaine smiled. "It's your birthday, Ethan. I should be the one giving you something." He grinned and said, "Trust me, you'll want to read this." Curious, Elaine opened the envelope and pulled out a handwritten letter. Her eyes scanned the first few lines, and she quickly realized this wasn't just any letter. It was a thank you note, a heartfelt tribute from her son to her. "Dearest Mom, for as long as I can remember, you have told me that I was your greatest Valentine's gift. But today, on my 18th birthday, I want you to know the real gift has always been you. You've taught me so much about love, not just the kind we celebrate on Valentine's Day, but the everyday kind. The kind that wakes up early to pack lunches, stays up late to help with school projects, hugs me tight when life feels too heavy. The kind that cheers the loudest at ball games, even when I miss the shot. The kind that believes in me, even when I doubt myself. Because of you, I know that love isn't just about grand gestures. It's in the little things, the quiet moments, the sacrifices no one sees. It's the way you always put me first, even when it wasn't easy. So today, Mom, on my birthday, I want to say thank you. Thank you for loving me unconditionally, for being my rock, my teacher, my biggest fan. Thank you for showing me what it means to love and to be loved. And I hope one day I can give the world even half of what you've given to me. Love always, Ethan." Elaine felt a tear streaming down her face before she could even finish the letter. She looked up at Ethan, who was standing there, his eyes shining with emotion. "Ethan, this is the most beautiful gift I've ever received," she said, pulling him into a tight hug. "You didn't have to do this." "I know I didn't have to. I wanted to, Mom," he replied. "I wouldn't be who I am without you." That evening they sat together at the dinner table, surrounded by balloons and a birthday cake. Elaine couldn't help but reflect on the day's events. Valentine's Day had always been about love, but this year it had taken an even deeper meaning. It was a reminder that love isn't just about romantic gestures or fleeting moments. It's about connection, gratitude, and bonds that shape our lives. As she watched Ethan laugh and blow out his candles on his cake, Elaine thought to herself, "This is love. This is what life is all about." And on that Valentine's Day, with her heart full and her son by her side, she knew she had everything that she could ever need. That story was almost tough for me to read because I too have a son that was born on Valentine's Day. My buddy Justin, who is turning 21 today. I want to wish him a heartfelt birthday and let him know the love that Mom and Dad have for him. He came significantly early. Many people joked that he wanted to be just in time to ruin our Valentine's Day. And I remember at the hospital in Baton Rouge where he was born, the staff there set up an arrangement for my wife and I to have a very nice steak dinner, like a Valentine's dinner with music and candles and steak that the night that he was born. And one of the doctors walked in just to check on my wife and told me, he smiled at me, he looked at me, he says, "This might be the last Valentine's Day that you ever have, because from this point forward, it'll be your son's birthday." And now that he's grown and he's been all over the world traveling, and he's had so many wonderful, wonderful things happen in his life, including his recent marriage to his beautiful bride, Ashlyn, I know that they are celebrating happiness this day. And I just hope that he can continue to go through life knowing just how much he's loved and appreciated for all the amazing things that he did for our family and he continues to do, and that he'll always be the light of my eye. That's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at AgileDad.com and we'll get to it next week. As always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.